I need my keyboard, I suppose, so let me get that ready to go. Alright, are you ready to date a phone? Lord knows I am. Okay, we'll figure this out. New, I suppose. Aye, already. Oh, Staggle's here for the dating.
Kiruchan!
Thank you for the bits. Was that as loud for you as it was for me? Oh my god. Why is this happening? Arrow keys, move, or WASD. Wait, I can use my mouse. Oh, I couldn't in the menu. Okay. Enter left mouse space. So I'll just, you know what? I don't need a mouse. Mice are for poo-poo heads. Yep, that's right. Shift, bring up conversation log. Skip dialogue. I'll never do that. Arrow keys, move. Hit, okay. Nice. Hello. Welcome to the Dialtown phone dating sim demo. You must now answer the sounds questions 3. Is there any particular reason you're speaking in all caps? Shut. Okay. Now if you'd shut up, I can ask you what your name is. Doge, why? Oh, right. Anywho, what's your name? Phone Ginji? Quizzy? Enter. Really? That's your name? Oh, hun. I'm so sorry. It's just how God made me, dog. Oh, I am God. Anywho, second question. Select a head. Note, head selection only affects compatibility with dateable characters. Oh, okay. And doesn't directly indicate gender. That's the next question. Okay. Phone head? Typewriter head. Nectar Dogman. This is a phone dating sim, so I'm gonna be a phone head. Haha, nice. Enjoy having telemarketers living in your head. Well, I'd rather be a phone than a fucking dog. My greatest burden is remembering where I buried my old breadsticks at any given time. Please reevaluate your life choices thusly. Now, final question. What gender do you want to be? Gender only affects how you're referred to in dialogue. It does not affect the NPCs you can date or restrict what endings you can get. Okay. The Dawn. I love that. Enter own pronouns. Wait, I love this. Okay, this is amazing. I am still a girl, but love this. I will be girl. Gotcha. All right. Enjoy having the ability to feel emotions other than leather and bourbon, I guess. Oh, you know what answer I'm picking. Thanks, Daddy Doggo. What did I say about calling me? All right, then. Get out of my sight. Oh, my God. Bully me harder. I can't believe this developer made this game for me specifically. That's so nice. This guy's naked. Is that me? Am I naked? I'm naked, sinful creature. Yep, that's me, all right. Seems I'm alive again. Naked. Oh, darn. I have so many nips. I hate it when I do that. Okay, yeah, let's fucking go. My breasts are firm and ripe. Must be getting ready to hatch. Holy shit, the time for reproduction is now. I must find a dank, dark pit to lay my eggs in. Fairground? Fairground is dark, dank, and greasy. Plentiful supply of carnival food nearby. Yes. I must go to the carnival. Oh my god! This is cursed. This game is cursed. I need a drink already. I have questions, but I don't want to know the answers. Big same. Stag will protect us. Well, there we have it. The carnival. So close yet so far. Must gain entry. Must penetrate defenses of mile-high railings. I mean, those railings are hardly a mile high. Bastard narrator! Need lay eggs! Well, you could always, you know, go through the main gate. A plan so crazy, it just might work. Please don't bang on the glass, it scares Jerry. Greetings, Ticket Buffoon. My name is Jerry, but okay, ma'am. How can I help you today? I wish to gain entrance, Jerry of Ticket Booth. Well, do you wish to buy a ticket, ma'am? No, it's fine. I don't want to piss behind any of your rides this year. I simply wish to find a fitted hole to lay my eggs in. Okay, you definitely need to buy a ticket from us if you want to do that. Rats! How much would that cost? $2. Ugh, I have $0. Tell me, young squire, would you accept tales, stories, and other such whimsical parables as payment? No. No, I would not. Shoot, it was so close. Hey, wait a minute! Aren't you that crone who lives in that tent next to the playground at the park? Oh no, my cover has been blown! Look, ma'am. I'm only telling you this because your stench is just gonna drive away customers if I let you loiter around here uninhibited for any longer. It's Valentine's Day today. Valentine's Day. Isn't that for romantic people? Oh my god, he's doing the... Yeah, but... Didn't you say that you have eggs to lay or some other bizarre drivel to that effect? Surely you have a maid of some kind if you're getting ready to lay eggs. Oh, what did I click on? What did I say? I just clicked on the button. I didn't see what it said. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, fuck it. I'm cutting to the chase because I can only take about 3 more dialogue options for you before my head combusts. Valentine's Day is a day for people who are, you know, in love. Love. But what on God's green earth is that? Love is, well... Love is what happens when 2 grown-ups start craving more than just business handshakes and platonic ice cream breaks. Love makes 2 people want to go on romantic ice cream dates and drink all kinds of exotic elixirs and nectars together. These hands are really bad at holding each other. When two grown-ups are in love, they'll make joint bank accounts together and go to the movies together to feed popcorn kernels to the rats and cockroaches together. And then one day, if you're lucky, your partner will take the kids away forever and go marry Steve, the guy in your accounting firm who works in the same cubicle as you but makes 6% more per year than you, and you can finally have a good night's sleep. Oh, Steve. That's love, my scary friend. Whoa. Speaking of which, we have a promotion on today, just for Valentine's Day. 2 tickets for the price of 1 for couples who are in love. If you can somehow convince someone to bring you here, you can, I don't know, force them to pay you in like a parasite? Granted, it'd take a real bastard to. Mission acquired! Oh god, fucking. Must source, mate! Okay. Go do that. Away from here. Alright. Wow, big love. Okay. Hey, Ticket Jerry, are you by any chance free on Valentine's Day? I will call the police. Route lost. No! Could I have wooed him? Well, it's too late for me. He hates me. It's fine. There's other phones in the sea, I guess. Dialtown. Let's find a love. Chapter 1, the fun fair date. Oh my god, who is he? My nose is running because I'm emotional. Alright. Okay. I'm crying. Because I'm pooping. Hold on. Before I continue, my face is so red and it's not for blushy reasons. It's definitely for, like, color balance reasons. Let me fix this. It's, like, too aggressive. I hate it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna bring down this a bit. Does this change anything? Yeah, it does. Okay, I'm less red now. Yay. All right, time to continue. Tent, sweet tent. For salmon reasons. Poopy reasons. To find a well-functioning member of society to latch onto like a parasite, you'll have to leave your tent, you know. Oh, God. Tell me about it. I hate moving. Even when necessary. Can't I just lay my eggs here? Keep in mind, this tent freely occupies a relatively unwatched patch of grass at Dialtown's local park. AKA, you are dangerously close to at least 4 swans at any given moment while in this squalid tent. Would your babies really be safe here? Ah, shit, you're right. I hate it when you're right. Friendly reminder. You can bring up the main menu at any point using escape, including during NPC dialogue and player choices. This allows you to tweak options and save the game at any point. Use this if you want to do something but feel as though it may get you arrested or killed. Okay. Can't wait. The fuck was that? Give up on your love quest. Open menu. Today I ate a bowl of porridge, drank a bottle of gin, and wept. Tomorrow I must change up the order. Fantastic. Okay, leave your tent. Where would you like to go? To the park. What love awaits me in the park? Save scum. I'm here for it. Ah, the park! You could roll around in the nice spring grass unless you mind getting a few discarded syringes stuck in your arm. So, what now? Open menu. Doggo, you really need to stop doing this. My mother, upon finding the good... Okay, lie down on grass. It's relaxation time, friendos. You have friends? Shut. Isn't this just tranquil? It really is quite serene, yes. It's good to get away from the big city. The one you're only like 2 yards further away from? Yeah, the peacefulness really helps unclench the old sphincter, alright. Time for pooping. Sure. Why don't I do this more often? Well, usually the grass here is laden with blades, syringes, and other unmentionables. Well, it's a good thing that... What the fuck? What happened? What the fuck? Fuck, my arm! Oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh no! Ow. Yeah, I think I can see a scratch or two, alright. This is why I hate nature! Well, technically, syringes are completely man-made in use, so, like, silence, narrator! Yeah, you might want to find a Band-Aid or 10 for a few of those little scrapes if you can. Here, I'll change voices, okay? A narrator will be kawaii. And again, you're penniless, and bandages don't exactly grow on trees. Oh, but you syringes grow in fields? How is it even remotely fair? Well, shut up, you wounded crybaby. Come on, back to the park we go then. We're making really good choices, I feel. Open menu. Fuck it. Okay, great. Leave the area. Where would you like to go? Let's go to Uptown Dialtown. There's gotta be a hot phone somewhere. Uptown Dialtown. Home of everything and everyone not cool enough to be in downtown Dialtown. So, what now? Talk to a bystander. Mikey. Howdy do, green partner. The name's Mikey, which is short for... Actually, scratch that. Mikey works just fine. Me phone quizzy, hello. Well, pleased to make your acquaintance, partner. So, what can I do you for on this fine spring afternoon? Hello, can you take me to Fun Fair, please? Oh, shucks, partner, I would. Don't get me wrong. But alas, I'm actually on my way to a book signing. You're looking at Dialtown's newest best-selling writer. That's fine, man. I was merely trying to use you for a free ticket. Basically, I'm trying to scam a sucker into paying me into the fun fair. It's only $2. I'm just a sponge, you see. Mere lichen. Pond scum. Well, now, ain't that a coinky-dink? All of my bestsellers happen to be about parasites of all kinds. You won't find a man who knows more about parasitism in all a Dialtown, partner. Let me know what I can do you for, because any longer and I'll be running tardy. Okay. What's your latest book about? My current book's all about people, parasites. Like little old me? Not people, you know. Flesh-colored bipedal critters. Flesh-colored means nothing to me. Flesh can be different colors. Well, can't say I've ever seen it in green, though. I mean... Don't suppose you want a copy of my latest book, would ya? Your mom's just not saying it, I think is what the subtitle is. Are there pictures in it? Sure are, partner. At least one per chapter. But are there words? Would I have to read? Yeah, I mean, it is a book. Pass! Hard pass! Well, shucks. Can't say I didn't try. Is that it then, partner? No, I have a question. Give me a parasite fact. You know, there's a whole world of screwed up critters out there, and I love all of it. You know, there's a critter out there, a little isopod called the tongue louse that lives in the ocean, and oh boy! It crawls into a fish's mouth, rips off the fish's tongue, and becomes its new tongue. Honestly, that's pretty relatable. Sounds like something I totally do. Thanks for the fact, my insides feel itchy. Anytime. Okay, so if you're into parasites, are you into me? Pal, no offense, but I find you mildly upsetting to gawk at. None taken, I get that a lot. Though if you happen to have, say, a few tapeworms wriggling around in that old gut of yours, give me a call. If you do, there might be some free isopod grub in it for ya. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. It's kind of edible. What kind of creature do you take me for? You look like you'd probably eat what I have in my bag. You're right, I would. Is it kibble? Can I have some? Come later and find out, partner. Is that all? Yeah, if you're calling me partner, I don't think we're gonna, like, be kissing anytime soon. Time for me to scuttle off. Right on. Sayonara, partner. Summon. Hobo of Dialtown, I summon thee. What a banger. DMCA. Okay, yo. Hey, nice to meet ya, friendo. The name's Hound. You need something? Are you indeed a hobo? Well, yes, I do piss in dumpsters, sleep in alleys and such. But being a hobo ain't my main gig. Yeah, thing is, I'm kind of like God and stuff. I created everything around you right now and farted out the cosmos and the stars and shit. Yeah, kind of a big deal, actually. You look like a hobo. Those things aren't mutually exclusive, friendo. Okay, so if you're God, then how'd you end up creating everything? That face. You ever, like, leave a takeout box in the corner of your room and forget to bin the box, only to find a new species evolved from the remains of your chicken Thai curry from last month? Kidding me, I'm God. This world is my takeout box, and I'm the hungover dude gazing upon infinite possibility in disgust and awe. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. Are you drunk? Is it 11 a.m. yet? I'm awake and moving, so it must be at least noon. Then I'm indeed moments away from severe liver failure, yes. Favorite hobby? Have you ever eaten a broken glass or shiny rocks before? I don't recommend it, but still, don't knock it till you tried it. You look like you eat broken glass, alright? Thanks, you too, Winku. Thank you. You're very much welcome, yes. If you're a god, what's the meaning of life? I can't wait to punch God. You want me to come up with a reason for all of this existing? Don't you remember why you created the universe? I don't remember when I ate this morning, so... I probably ate trash, knowing me. Okay, so can you, like, come up with the meaning of life now? Nah, fuck that. Why don't you come up with the meaning of life? It'd probably be a million times more coherent than what I could think of. Okay. I'm slouching, so. Life is merely a game, dear hobo. Oh, he got pissed. If this is all just a game, then let me just say this is a pretty fucking shoddy excuse for a game. Don't quote me on that. Okay. Are you afraid you'll be arrested for standing on the road? Whoa! What does a traffic cop to a god? What is God to a non-believer? Honestly, don't judge me here, pal. I don't really believe in myself either, to be frank. Okay. Punch God! You fool! I'm a god! I should have saved. I'm a god! How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? Okay. I appear to have just shit myself. You win this round, green one. Can you pay me into the funfair, God? God, how much would that even cost? $1, maybe even $2? Do I look like I have $2? Darn, I guess it explains why you're a smelly hobo dog. Yeah, that and I'm just too stubborn to live anywhere I didn't create myself. But if you're God, didn't you create everywhere? Well, plants, trees, and shit. Anywhere outside. Yeah, I can take credit for that, for sure. Buildings, concrete. Don't know what you fucking onions are doing with rock, but it's blasphemy, and I don't care for much of it at all. But you sleep on street. There's hardly more trees, plants on the street than in, like, the park. Have you ever tried to lie down at the park? Yeah, I did. I swear, the bench there is the only human-length surface area not covered in used syringes and badger shit. That's true. You know I'm right. Plus, concrete aside, there's dumpsters aplenty around here. Free food whenever you feel like it. Long gone the days where cavemen would have to hunt squirrels with stone crossbows whenever they get peckish. Raccoons have already figured this out, by the way, and literally just scurry around and eat trash all day. Yeah, they're officially my chosen people now. You guys can learn a thing or two from these little stripy bastards. Noted. Okay, bye. Going so soon, eh? What's the rush? I gotta lay me some eggs. I'm heavily pregnant. Oh, hey, you one of those reptile fellas that I made a few million or so years ago? Not judging, just saying. Fuck, you guys are weird. Good luck conquering the human race and whatnot, though. They'll never see it coming. Ciao. All right, open menu. It's an online advert, requires you to meet the seller on an undisclosed coastal rock formation. Perhaps you should just buy your ostrich meat from another Israeli man. Me, I am so wise. Back to slaughter. I should save. File 1, save. Okay. Leave the area. Where would you like to go? Whoa! Ooh, Funfair and Woods. Let's go to the cinema. Obviously. What did you come into? A fever dream? I don't even know where we are. I don't even know what this is. Okay. What would you like to do at the cinema? Open menu. Oh, that's too real. We're gonna keep going. Summon an employee. Oliver. Hey, ma'am. Welcome to... Hang on. Just a jiffy. Green skin. 5. No, 6 nippies. Your head. Made from stitched together flesh, or perhaps a skillful combination of burlap and leathers. Could I feel your head? You can't just ask that of people. Be gentle, I'm delicate. Don't worry, honey, I can be as smooth as a well-polished emu egg. Bishu is fun! Sick. Hey, look. I know this might be kind of forward, but you do know that it's Valentine's Day today, right? No, this is the first time hearing of this. The first. Oh, gnarly. That bodes well for me, then. Well, I was just wondering. Would you like to perhaps, you know, go on a date with me tonight? Wait, you're asking me out? Well, duh. I'm surprised. I did not see this eventuality coming. This isn't an awfully common event. Give me one reason why I wouldn't want to ask you out. I've got 6 reasons. They are all nipples. And green. I asked for a reason why I wouldn't ask you out, not for 6 perks for doing so. You like my nippies? Oh yeah, they're freaky. Groovy even. So, how about it? Why would you lie this needlessly? Yes, take me now. Stellar! Now, I'm not dead set on this happening in any particular venue, so is there anywhere you want to... Fun fair! Oh man, you want to go to the fun fair with me? Gnarly! I haven't been there in forever. I need to say this for legal reasons, I'm sure. This might be less of a purely romantic engagement and more of a me laying my eggs at the fun fair kind of arrangement. Wait, are you an egg layer? I certainly hope I am. I'm not emotionally ready to give birth to puppies. Dude! I mean, I love puppies as much as the next fella, but... Whoa. I can't believe Oh, okay. Look, I'll cut you a deal. I'm kind of working on a movie right now. See, this place ain't doing so groovy right now, and I kind of have a few disturbing rumors about the building. But I'm hoping that producing a film here in Dialtown and then hosting some sort of gnarly premiere would blow the lid off of just how gnarly this place truly is. This, and you know, save the business, most importantly. Having footage of a genuine egg laying, one that takes place right here, in town no less. Why? I could see this movie having a truly bodacious premiere. You want me to lay eggs on camera? Lewd. Yeah, alright. Maybe it does sound like a lot. But you'd be doing us a major solid. Plus, those eggs have to be laid anyway, right? And you are looking for someone to pay you in. This is like symbiosis and junk. So I'd be a star. In the same way your average porn star or local raving lunatic caught on camera in an internet viral video would be. Yeah. You need someone to take you. I need a performer. We can kill 2 condors with 1 trident. Great. Okay. This sounds hot. I'm in. Fuck yeah! Groove-tacular, truly radical. Alright, so, thing is, I've got a little more time left on the clock before my shift officially ends. How long, Oliver? Precisely 4 minutes. How will I occupy myself for 4 whole minutes? Well, you could always take a quick look around and see what the cinema has to offer. We run a tight ship here, and it's all the tighter for being stuck together by the mystery adhesive this place seems to secrete. This is an extraordinarily sticky premises. Ew. God, I could tell. It feels like I'm walking underwater with a sticky carpet. And it's about as easy to breathe underwater, too. Ew. Oh, my. Do you have gills? Sure, why not? Whoa, that's gnarly. I've always wanted to breathe underwater. Just hanging out with the fishes and shit. And or a surprise deep sea diver stuck in nearby cages and sharks. Or the occasional corpse if you choose the wrong river to play around in, I guess. But hey, company is company, decomposing or not. Okay, go get to know the place. I'll meet you outside in 4 minutos. Right on, Daddy-o. Oh man, I'm digging this crazy slang. This guy's a nerd. Catch you on the tan dog, man. Pardon? What did you call me? Mice Tails on the House. Generic remake. You liked the story before? Maybe you'll like it even better with CG! I don't care for this place very much. Why is that, dear narrator? Okay, so like this place is obviously incredibly haunted. Nah! Yes! It is extraordinarily haunted. Nah, man, what makes you think that? Look. The walls are bleeding. Okay, we don't know for a fact that it's blood. It could be ketchup for all we know. Do you consider the wall seeping ketchup from its pores honestly any less abnormal? Okay, fair. But it could be some kind of gem or nectar. None of those are normal substances for a movie theater wall to secrete. Okay, well, whatever it is, there's only one way to find out. Well, please don't. Knew it. I'm begging you. Don't lick that. Worry not. It could be jam. Well, jam is not good jam. I've made my mind up. Gross. Okay, it is blood. But it's not my blood, so I care very little. In fact, I'm relieved. It's blood, though. Yeah, but it's not mine. Why should I care if it hasn't been stolen from my bod? Perhaps I should have known. It's the wrong color anyway. You really don't get this, do you? What I don't get is why I shouldn't just go somewhere else. You know, to shut you up. Fine, fine. Besides, I'm sure there's hardly anything here more unsettling than literal blood on the wall. I'm so glad we came here. Okay, what the fuck? Childer, two of them. They're just staring right at you. Yeah, kids do that. Well, I don't like their energy. Or evil phone quizzy. Evil. You want to attempt communication? Well, I don't speak Latin nor crayon. Wait, do kids speak Spanish? These particular ones might just speak the same tongue as you and me. Whoa, no way. Say something to them. Hey, Chowder, How would you like to clean my tent? Why is that always your go-to? Shh. This is fine. Come play with us. Okay, fuck this. Let's skedaddle. No. Let's hear them out. What game do you want to play, dear Childer? IDK, a word search, maybe. Sorry, no kid do. I'm kind of illiterate. Feel free to complete it on your own, though. Okay, we understand thoroughly. Have a nice day. Great. I had no idea kids nowadays could Gaussian blur like that. Can we please just leave this accursed place? Fine. I reckon a good 4 minutes has passed anyhow. Hey, pal, you got a good 6 minutes. Figured you might, just skedaddled, so to speak. So, how'd you find the place? Stickier than my tent. Didn't know that was possible. Gross. Yeah, see, my boss reckons that a joint can only get so sticky. Me, I think it's like a black hole. How so? Well, you know how black holes are so strong that no light can escape them, hence they appear invisible to telescopes? No, but go on. I reckon that if a place was sticky enough, you'd just, like, get stuck forever and nobody would find out. So basically, the only way to find out how sticky the place is would be to touch it, trapping you and preventing others from finding out how sticky the place truly is. I call it the Oliver Uncertainty Principle of Stickiness. Wow, you're so full of ideas. Mostly about stickiness, grime, and filth. Yes, sirree! Anyway, I was wondering if you wanted to get going? The way I figure it, the sooner we get this footage done, the more time we'll have to enjoy ourselves. You want to spend time with me after the laying? Of course, man! I love fun affairs, dude. Even with our fun fair's particularly high mortality rate? Hey, where else could you get launched from a spinning crab arm at half the speed required to break the sound barrier? I reckon those Viking chaps had it right, giving you an awesome afterlife if you die in a particularly gnarly way. Fun fair accidents have to be an alternate way to get to Phone-Hala. Anyway, let's get going. We can continue chatting on the way there. This demo is wild. Oh my god, this is so cursed. You know, I'm aware of the Funfair's 2-for-1 ticket thing going on today, but I sincerely doubt you're allowed to just piggyback onto my subway ticket. Unlike the Funfair, this concrete jungle holds no love in its pores. Just damp, which I doubt can even be considered much of an emotion at all. I feel quite damp. Right, and you smell it too. Damn! What a thing to say to me on a date. Honestly, it's gnarly. I've never met a non-hirsute creature that smelled like a wet dog before. Maybe it's a dog food I ate this morning. Whoa. You eat dog food? I eat whatever's in the trash, man. Today, dog food. Whoa, groovy. Hey, if it's good enough for a sickly beagle, it's good enough for my gut. On a side note, thanks for agreeing to do this again. I know you're benefiting from this too, but believe me, you're doing us a major solid. Who is us? Oh, sorry. I meant Mr. Dickens. Mr. Dickens? Oh, Mr. Dickens is my boss. Yeah, he owns the cinema I work at and always has. He's a top-notch guy. A real class act. Old British chap, full of vitality. He built the very cinema I work at back in the 1960s as a young entrepreneur. Are you close? Sure as heck am, Daddy-o. I was only a starry-eyed lad, a mere manling, when I got my job at the cinema. Taught me everything I know about being a man. I don't get it. Right. You haven't met Mr. Dickens, so... He has impeccable style, you know. Wears his old suits, uses old British words and terms, always keeps level head. But you said you learned everything from him, right? Right. But you don't talk like a pirate, nor constantly mention fish and chips, so... Well, no. See, Mr. Dickens' last piece of advice for me was... There's nothing better for a man to do than be an individual, tally-ho! Did you add in the tally-ho, or did you actually say it like that? I don't remember. Anyway, I have to find my own path, wear my own clothes, my own outdated and frankly underrated slang, Daddy-o. When we get back, I'll definitely introduce the two of you to each other. In a way, you kind of remind me of him with the whole doing your own thing, regardless of others laughing or being repulsed by you thing you've got going on. People laugh at me. Oh my god, hi Sangster. I'm shitting you, man. I know people think I'm repulsive. Frankly, I'm amazed that you don't. Really? Why on earth would I? Oh, the usual reasons. I'm not exactly prime rib, you know. Green skin, a few too many nips, stitched together fleshy phone head. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that, actually. No, I was nowhere near Phone Kennedy on the date of... My nipples can only shoot so far. Okay, that's an absolute riveting diversion, but no, what I meant was... Your phone head. Did you construct it yourself? That's a really personal question. I know. I should know better to ask, but... I've never seen one so different before. It's a custom, I guess you could say. Huh. I don't know if you built it yourself per se, but how far back was the bulb mechanism placed relative to the vestigial cord adapter? That is a specific question. Bold of you to assume I'd understand any of those fancy schmancy words. Sorry, I guess I'm just technically minded. Always enjoyed dismantling stuff and putting it back together, you know. Rare for an artist, I suppose, which is why Mr. Dickens gets so much use out of me. I know how to load reels to our machines and what ought to be on them. Hell, I'm the only one Big Bertha lets perform maintenance on her. She's our movie projector, and boy, is she temperamental. Ah, so Dickens keeps you busy then. Well, I love that Dickens keeps all of her busy. That's hilarious. Well, yeah, but that's how it's gotta be when you work with the public, I suppose. Of course, you do tend to get customers that... Sorry, I shouldn't badmouth customers, especially given how dire things have been lately, financially speaking. Nonsense! Tell me all your shit. The beans, spill them. I crave gossip. Oh, okay. I guess it's not like he ever buys anything from us anyway. We have this one little shit stain. His name is Billy. Little Billy! You know that brat? He ratted on me to the police. Got me done in for child labor laws. Oh man, that's not cool. I'm sure the judicial system is incredibly biased towards green people. I sprayed in the courtroom? What does that mean? It's a god-awful state of affairs. Yeah, this kid, this... We have a rule at the cinema. It's one of my bosses, obviously. The customer is always exempt from violence. That rule complicates dealing with the yard high snot-nosed brat. Little Billy doesn't know reason. I don't have to tell you. He simply wishes to watch the world burn. Thank you! Finally, someone else who sees it. I swear, that Rugrat gets his kicks from inconveniencing me just because he knows that I can only politely ask him to leave and retort. Because if I put my hands around him, no more job. Fucking sucks. That wee fucker can bring in a megaphone, skateboard around, running amok, hitting other customers in the ankles with his board. Yet I can only use words when dealing with the situation because he is a child. He is not a child, he's some kind of fun-sized demon. It sucks being an adult and having to use other children to settle disputes by proxy. Because if I drop kid a child, oh boy! Screw kids getting too soft. Half of them are armed. I'm afraid of the idea of having these shitheads everywhere when I get old and end up defenseless like a tortoise stuck on its back. When I get to that point, shoot me in the stomachs. Why did you just pluralize the word stomach? No reason. Sick. Are we at the fair yet? Okay, hold on. I think we're near. Oh, thank God. You ready to get off? Well, I'm either laying my eggs here or there, so. Given the option, I'd rather there. Yeah, plus, I kind of want sole ownership of the footage till the movie's finished. After all, I'm hardly going to get many butts on seats if some hipster has the whole gory ordeal uploaded for free on PhoneTube, and now am I. Wait, is that like... Is that a porn site? Are you happy or not knowing? If the answer is yes, it's a porn site, then yes, I am. I'll just not specify then. Fuck you, now I know which answer is the correct one. Are people gonna be aroused by this? Hey! Gotta drag the monster fucker crowd in somehow. Oh my God. Gross. Sub Jerry. Ticket Jerry. No! Yes. The deal's a deal, you festive gate blocker. I win. Why did you? How did you? I didn't think you'd actually. Of course. Of course, it'd be Oliver of all people. I reiterate, sub Jerry. Oliver. Why? Why would you? I don't get what you're insinuating, Jerry. Why on earth did you take her here? I think a better question is, why on earth wouldn't I, dearest Jerry? Oliver, she's got green skin. I know. Isn't it gnarly? Oliver, she's got 6 nipples. 6 for the price of 2. What a bargain. Her head is clearly comprised of stolen skins all stitched together crudely. Crude? I'd like to see your needlework ticket, man. You shut up. Oliver, she only asked you here so she can lay her green egg somewhere on the fun fairgrounds. Oh, I know. I'm totally into it. I even brought a camera so I could film it in its awe-inspiring, ooze-tacular depravity. Oliver's intense. Dear Lord! Of course. Of course, the Oliver who'd be into this. What can I say, Jerry? It's hip to fuck monsters. Yeah, Jerry! Now, how about 2 tickets for me and my adoring talent? The tickets! Cough them up, pretty boy! Fine, that'll be $2. Alright, phone quizzy, you ready to go inside? Gross. Only if you hold my moist green hands. Oh, baby! I think I'm gonna vomit. Please no eggies. You're right. I don't want that. Please. Oh man, I haven't been here in forever. Because of the danger? What? Heck no. Being smushed by a derailed mouse cart and scraped off the ground as a red pancake is exactly how I want to go. When I get old, take me here. The universe will take care of the rest. Is he wearing a fez? So, where do you want me to stand? What do you mean? Oh, for the footage. You are gonna lay your eggs, right? Well, not now, Oliver. Oh, sorry. All right, how about now? What, out in the open amongst the common rabble? I think not, perv. So sorry. I just presumed since you're, like, heavily pregnant and whatnot. Okay, how about this? How about we go frolic, have a groovy time, and then you can let me know when you're down for us to get shooting. That sounds agreeable, yes. Fun, very much so, yes. Oh my god. Oh! Wow, what a fun dato. Romance. All right, here's the spot. What do you mean? This is the perfect spot to lay your eggs. Oh, I see. No, listen. Accessible location, spitting distance from the hot dog stand, just off the beaten path enough to be avoided by civilian foot traffic and or ride operators. Best of all, lots of disturbed dirt for you to use to bury your young in order to conceal him from potential predators. Do I normally lay eggs in water like a frog? I can't remember. Wait, are you an amphibian? I've seldom tried to drown myself, so I'm not certain. Hey, that's fine. I can just power a couple of 2-liter bottles of cola onto the mound, then it'll be plenty aquatic. Right, then the sun bakes the soda into the mound and it'll get all sticky. How are my kin to survive if they hatch already stuck to the ground? I mean, this location has other perks too. Like good lighting to film with a camera. Oh, I see what this is. You even got a little stage light set up. The fuck? Oh, come on. It's not like that. It's just, well, we did make a deal. 1 ticket for 1 filming. Come on, man. Don't hold out on me. Is that the only reason you brought me here? To use me for my egg-laden entrails? Where's this coming from? Isn't the only reason you brought me here to use me for a free ticket? I thought the deal was fairly cut and dry. Well, maybe feelings change. Maybe I've grown attached. Okay, look, I mean, we can talk about... I thought you loved me, Oliver. No, it's not like that at all. Ugh. I'm near birth. Okay, look. Right now, we're all tangled up in contract. Maybe we should just... If you lay your eggs, we can discuss the footage. I'm worried we'll miss the laying. This thing only has so much battery, and if it wastes and then you lay the eggs... Time's of the essence here. None of this adds up. Why on earth do you care if the cinema shuts down? When you get paid a low wage and get mistreated by customers. Your story doesn't add up. Okay, no, look. Only I hold Dominion protective noise. Okay, look, you've got the wrong idea. I don't... Okay, compromise. Let me film the laying as we agreed, and then I can explain myself fully. You know, finish my explanation in full. If you're not content with my explanation for literally anything, I'll delete the footage and start again from scratch. I don't believe you. Oh, like you'll just voluntarily give up the footage? Well, birth happened. Did you get it? Every oozing second. You also got them all in the hole, even without ample preparation. Very impressive. Oh my god, thanks. I'm a master of steering my own ass. Years of expertise. You know it. Right now, explain yourself fully. Why do you care so much about some biohazardous cinema's closure? Why go through all this trouble? Okay. Look, I've truly explained the basics to you already. Definitely. The theater is dying due to the rumors about the place being haunted. But it's greater than that, truly. Our cinema, each and every cinema, in fact, is destined to go the way of the dodo at this rate. Wait, all cinemas? What makes you say that? The same reason that video rental stores and the creepy mustachio dude selling bootleg VHS tapes door to door died out. Spinning disc players? Nani? No! The internet. Isn't that the cat meme database with porn? Yeah, but now they've got videos. Non-pornographic ones, too. They've got entire sites dedicated just to showing movies. And with directors beginning to just put their movies straight up on there without even considering physical theaters. Well, why would people leave their own familiar hovels when they could just watch the same movie even cheaper online? I mean... So why do you care? This just sounds like advancement evolution. It's more convenient for everyone. Well, it's not like that. The cinema employs me and Mr. Dickens. You can just get a job on one of those sites. Yeah, it's the same process. Okay. You said it yourself. You're technically minded. You'd excel at it. It's not me I'm worried about. It's Mr. Dickens. He's old, set in his ways. This is like Cinema Paradiso, but like grosser. He's extraordinarily savvy at running a physical business, but I know he wouldn't bridge the gap. The physical silver screen's all he knows. Truth is, as much as I love the cinema, it's Mr. Dickens I feel truly indebted to. He's given me so much, taught me so much. He's like a father to me. He told me once that showing movies to the world has been his dream ever since he was my age. This is literally Cinema Paradiso. If his dream dies, a part of him does too. I can't allow that to happen. Not sitting down anyway. I know we can get people to come back if we can release something truly engaging. Something new. Something people can't find anywhere else. I know people would love to hear a new story, even if it's weird. If it's one they can connect with. Look, this footage. I'm not just asking you to do this for me. I'm asking you to do this for Mr. Dickens and his dream. Yeah, Oliver's full of shit, right? I know it's a lot to ask to allow yourself to become vulnerable before a whole town of people who've spurned you, all for this man you've never even met. But maybe you understand the importance of dreams like I do. Or maybe you'll do it for me. No. Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I understand. Can I at least ask what your reasons for saying no are? We made a one-time egg-laying arrangement. I'm not ready to be a movie star. I see. That's fair. You are an undocumented species, after all. With how difficult he is to film, I can't imagine Bigfoot's any less camera shy, frankly. Are you mad? No, it's nothing personal, right? I'm a little disappointed, maybe. Worried, you know, about Mr. Dickens and all. Look, I know the footage isn't being used, but this movie isn't exactly going anywhere fast. Plus, I may have fibbed to Mr. Dickens a bit about just how much of the movie was done. I think it's near completion, huh? Yeah. Look, two heads are better than one unless you're like a mutant dual-headed cow. Then the second head is really just a nuisance. But I think your fleshy green bone head could be of real use to me. What are you asking? I'm asking if you'd like to co-direct my movie. Wait, moi? Why me of all people? Well, putting it lightly, you're weird. But weird's groovy. I like weird. A bet you have a story in you that hasn't ever been told. And that's the kind of story I want to tell. Look, I don't need you to decide right now. But if you're interested, you'll know where to find me tomorrow. Off topic. You think you're going to be able to make it home on your own? Leave me in the dirt? What, we're not traveling together? Well, I'm ready to leave right now if you're ready to stand up. Pass. I just excreted 5 melon-sized eggs from my sphincter. I think I'll just lay here for a little while. Right, I thought so. I mean, I could call a taxi for you in an hour or so. I refuse to be placed in the backseat of another taxi. Child locks are my mortal nemesis. I didn't escape the zoo to end up right back in captivity. You didn't escape the what? Okay, look, you know, we'll chat tomorrow, okay? I had a gnarly night. Alright, so thanks for that. See you tomorrow, phone quizzy. Noit. Wait. Congrats. You just let your ride leave. It'll be fine. I'll just... Are you falling asleep in the dirt? Mama's tired. Come on, phone quizzy. Not in the same dirt you just sprayed on. Okay, you're already asleep. Fuck! Where is this going? This is a demo? See you in the full game. What's the whole game like? Wait, I need to know what happens if I say that we're going to do the movie together. Okay, use the footage. Dude, Phone Quizzy! You have no idea how gnarly it is to... Oh! How happy to... Oh! Thank you! This footage is one of a kind. Hell, this footage alone tells a story I don't think anyone has ever seen before, save you or me. Ah! That he's so short, though. And this was the whole movie. I'd be set content-wise, but alas, the movie needs to be 40 minutes or longer to even qualify as a feature-length film. That's true. I don't know if an indie short film dragged the same crowds as the feature-length movie would. That most certainly is a pickle, and that is exactly how it works, to be honest. Say, I've got an idea. Okay, so this is a big thing to ask, but what if you and I got more footage tomorrow, you know, of you? Yeah! I know it sounds strange, but the footage of you that I just got is easily the freshest thing I've filmed yet. It's different, that's for sure. You think people want to see more of me? Absolutely. It's fine if you're not sure yet. You can give me your answer tomorrow. I'd be honored if you were willing, though. Anyway, you're trying to make your own way home. I can't walk! I just shot 5 green bowling balls out of my rear end, Oliver. Far too much ass trauma. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, idea. How about we borrow the discarded bike left over there? I pedal and you ride in the basket. That sounds great. Yay, we found love, maybe. I don't know. See you in the full game. Wow, is this romance? Whoa, this is what romance looks like? True love. We all need a shower. Why? Because it was too hot for us? This is too sexy. Mental bleach. Look, this has been great. No extras, honk honk. Well, this was lovely. Or something. something like that. This was a time, all right. So, thank you to whoever suggested I play that. What a trip. We still have time left in the stream. We're gonna keep going, but we're not gonna play more of this. This was demo. We were just getting a little taste of the phone romance. So we will play something wholesome next. A time occurred, all right. Can we date Jerry? I'm sure there's a way to romance story, but I think it'd probably be a long route. We'd probably have to do everything in order to make that happen. So, how do we get him to fall in love with us?